Hello guys, here we are at this map again. We have another ZvP. Still, we have the red ZvP Firekin, this time versus the blue Protoss, and his name is Ovni. This is gonna be interesting. Let's see what this is all about. My opening as playing the ZvP is usually a 15 pool versus a Protoss because of sometimes there's early aggression, so a few sellers walking into your base and killing you off, and I hate losing at the 5-minute mark. So to play safe, I always do a spawning pool first, then hatchery. Also because of the big maps these days, you won't be scouting until it's you should have taken the decision already, and you can't be sure that people, that the Protoss people are expanding with gateway. I mean expanding with a forge, as they did in Wall. In Wings of Liberty, you could be 95% sure that the expansion would be a forge fast expand, I believe it's called, and this is gonna be the case this time. However, half the time these days you see a gateway expand. So we are closing in on the 15 mark. We should have had a hatch going down or a pool, either way. But I guess we see from the ZvP point of view what we had for an opening, and we see the forge, so we should have a gateway coming down soon. However, we have the hatchery first. Hatchery first in this map. I am not a fan of it. I'm not sure why I did it, and I'll probably lose because of it, because now we're gonna see the cannon rush. And this is exactly why you shouldn't be doing the hatchery first, because of the cannon rushes and possible early aggression if he had gone gateway first. This is a funky wall from the Protoss, however, but let's not talk about that yet. We'll come to this. We have the Protoss doing a cannon rush. This would be the common way of doing this. We don't have a pool yet coming down here from the ZvP. This is already turning out bad for the ZvP. He hasn't really lost anything yet, but he'll be losing a lot of mining time. Yeah, he only has 8 workers mining, and then he has the cannon here killing off a couple of drones. He lost 2. It's not a huge deal. However, he went in for a delay up here instead. He lost 2 drones, so now he's gonna lose this hatchery. The Protoss didn't lose this much, so the ZvP is way behind now. We saw a cancel. We're probably gonna see nothing yet. We have a gas steal. It doesn't really do anything. Yeah. So here we are at this awkward timing. Protoss is, I wouldn't say he's ahead, but he's definitely not behind. Checking out the workers, he has 10 more than the ZvP. So yeah, he's ahead. Should be GGing out now. That was sloppy macro of me. Don't get flustered, I guess is my advice. I'll be casting the rest of the game just to see how it turns out. However, we already have 2 gates out and 7 core on the way from the Protoss. The expansion is a bit delayed compared to the ZvP here. However, the economy of the ZvP is already ruined. Still down on workers. 15 behind now. A lot coming in, however, but he doesn't really have the money to spend it. Should be having more workers. We are putting on some gassing. He kinda needs to get the layer up. If the Protoss decides to go into air, Queens won't be enough by themselves unless you have a swarm of them. No pun intended. These should all be workers, however they are not. They're servings. So he'd want to attack with this, into this. Maybe he eyed an opening, going for possibly a binding bust here. We have the binding nest going down, and if you run in with the links here, you can blow up a fair deal here, and a good deal here, because both pylons and photon cannons go down very fast. I'm just gonna take a sip of water. Out of my neon green jug containing half a gallon of water. Yeah. Here we have some links ready. We have the banding nest ready as well. So we'll probably be seeing a lot of these tiny little fellas. Just about 6. He had no gas for more. This is going all the way bad for this Zerg. He threw the game away and now he's trying some funky stuff. I know that's my mindset. Should be doing some more drones instead. We have 10 here and 7 here. We are not even remotely close to saturated. We can produce links fast enough. We do not have speed though, and we do not have lair yet. So we'll have some problems dealing with anything above gateway units. Actually, we get gateway units. We have the Oracle out of the Protoss, going for a Phoenix next. And this was a bad encounter. Luckily, there's no sentries here, which would have shut down this very fast. We have some pulling back from the Zerg. The Protoss didn't really lose much. A couple of pylons, a few stalkers, and a few cannons. He still has all his tech and all his workers. However, we should be seeing lots and lots of workers going down for the Zerg now. He has just started link speed, and we have no workers in. So this is technically one base all in. He only has workers for one base. He has 2 hatcheries though for the lava production. And we have multiple queens going down. 4. After seeing the Stargate. Makes sense. We have charge going down. I'd imagine we'd see some DTs, but there's no other tech other than starport. Have a couple of oracles and a couple of phoenixes going down. Gonna be interesting to see if they can do any damage versus double queen and the spore crawler. I guess the phoenixes would be lifting up the queens, while the oracles kills off workers. However, he's gonna lose a bit here. We have 4 queens now. He lost 1 queen. Yeah, 1 queen lost in exchange of 2 oracles and a phoenix. Fairly nice trade-off for the Zerg this time, but he's still behind. He should be doing workers now. There's 21 workers between them. Have a massive pack of links running around. Probably gonna try to deny expansions from the Protoss, looking for proxy pylons. Here we have the Protoss who slipped on his macro, drawing down a lot of gateways, and we have a lot of links going down here. Warping in Zillers to deal with bandings, that's a poor choice. This didn't really do anything. That was pretty crazy. It wasn't. This game isn't platinum material. This game is more like bronze, silver maybe, perhaps gold if pushing it. We have mass queen from the Zerg. Well, I guess you can call it mass. There's 5. Yeah, 5. And a bunch of links popping. Workers, dude, workers. Protoss is on almost 3 bases, and Zerg is on 1.5. However, we do not see much army yet for the Protoss. He has 5 Phoenixes, not worth much versus Lynx. He has a Stalker, a Zealot, and some Stalkers. This, if he didn't go for the balance, he could have killed quite a few Stalkers. And now we have some workers going down from the Zerg. However, he's still on 2 bases versus a 3 base Protoss. This is gonna be hard. Protoss's economy is starting to kick in. He has a fully saturated natural. 2 workers too many here. He has a fully saturated main. It's about to be mined out though. Missing a few workers here. If you transfer up these 2, it's close to perfect. And over here we have a nearly saturated base at 10 workers. 6 would be the numbers missing here. So he's missing 7 workers total, giving him a number of 66 probes. Here we have Phoenixes going out. 7 Phoenixes versus 3 queens, 4 queens, 5 queens, 6 queens, 6 queens. We have the Hydra Lisk then going air, it seems, versus anti-air versus air. Makes sense. However, Protoss also have these, and Zealot's charge lot is a pretty hard counter to Hydralisks. At least you need a big number of Hydralisks and roaches to engage a Protoss army with charge slots. The DPS from the Hydralisks are pretty good versus Zealots. However, with the charge, the Zealots are guaranteed to get up close and personal with the Hydralisks, tearing them a new a-hole. It's not a strong army composition of the Protoss. However, now we're having some Phoenixes to lift up the DPS. We have 10 total, and we have a single Watery, not of much use. And versus this, we have some Hydras, some Lynx, some Queens. Queens are pretty good actually. They are very good against air, and they are very good against gateway units. But the creep spread of the Zerg is fairly poor, and he hasn't enough lava or money for that matter to keep reinforcing his army. Even though the Protoss should lose all of his, he'd be able to remax very, very fast. He's starting up his 4th base. He's oversaturated on his 3rd. He's oversaturated on his natural, and he's a bit undersaturated on his main. However, he's not far from being mined out. So it's now he's a good saturation here. Oversaturated a small bit. You see the workers moving between patches, and that's why you do not want to oversaturate. You're losing mining time while this worker is traveling back and forth here. He should have been over here or somewhere else. This is why we call it perfect saturation. Maximum saturation would be 24, yes, but 16 you do not have any workers traveling between patches, diminishing the return you're getting from the worker. More water. We have some carriers mixed in with the army here. Protoss should win this very, very big, of course. We have the Zerg moving off the creep, sticking his units to the queens because the queens are moving so slow. Yeah, this is gonna be a fast downfall. Queens are not there to help. Carriers really messed up with the AI of ranged units, because the ranged units will be trying to shoot down the interceptors, and this should be GG. The Zerg has no money, he has very little lava, and he can't produce. Now we have the process of giving out advices for the Zerg. He's saying that the Hydras doesn't counter Phoenixes, and he is right about this. However, this game was lost already from the start. And this is gonna be fun. This game wasn't very educational because it was pretty clear what the mistakes were. But, you know, losing streak messes with your mind. It's a GG. I hope you cursed a lot of you sat down in your chair or stool, wherever you're from, and cursed at me in this game, because I did. However, it was fun losing these 13 points compared to when you actually do an effort. Yeah, the counters to this would have been fungal, but you wouldn't have had enough. You didn't expand, you didn't get enough workers, you messed up from the start. Bad kitty. Thank you for watching, and please leave a comment telling me how much I suck at this game. Sometimes I wonder if I should keep playing in platinum level and just leave the league and be placed down where I belong, like silver. But yeah, I must be doing something right in the majority of my games. Ended up with a decent creep spread. However, this mark I should have hit around 12 to 15 minutes, and it should have covered this over here as well. This base should have been taken, this one, and this one. I would have liked to see fungal, Ling, and Ultralisks, or perhaps Corruptor, Ling, Ultra, yeah, into Broodlords. Thanks for watching, and good.